The gym buzzed with the usual sounds, squeaking sneakers, bouncing basketballs, and the hum of pre-practice chatter. I was on the floor stretching, focusing on my breathing, trying to find the calm before the storm of drills. It was just another practice day, or so I thought. Carolina, our team captain, burst through the double doors, skidding to a stop beside me. "You guys won't believe who our new coach is," she whispered, eyes wide, breathless. I sat up, instantly alert. Before I could ask anything, the gym quieted. The athletic director entered, clipboard in hand, a serious look on his face. But it was the person walking behind him who stole the air from my lungs. Chelsea Mendonça. The Chelsea Mendonça, national basketball icon, Olympic gold medalist, and former professional star who had mysteriously disappeared from the sport 3 years ago. She looked different, a little older maybe, but still radiated that undeniable presence. My stomach twisted. Because Chelsea wasn't just a sports legend. She was also the woman who had once changed everything for me. The director cleared his throat. "Team, meet your new head coach, Chelsea Mendonça. She's here to lead you to a national title." Gasps and murmurs spread across the court, but I was frozen. Our eyes met. Recognition flickered in hers. She knew exactly who I was. I wasn't just another player to her. I was the girl she kissed 3 years ago and then walked away from without a single word. She moved forward, voice composed and crisp. "Let's start with something simple. 5 laps. Let's go." Her professionalism cut through the noise, but it was the absence of warmth in her tone that hit hardest. No trace of the person I once knew. But I wasn't fooled. As I jogged around the court, my mind slipped backward. That summer camp, when I was 19 and so sure of everything except her. Chelsea had been a guest coach. Confident. Brilliant. Magnetic. One night, I stayed late working on my shots. She came in to put away some equipment. We ended up walking to the locker room together. Our conversation had been light, easy, until it wasn't. A silence settled between us, thick with something unsaid. Then I turned to her, and she didn't pull away. That kiss? It was electric. Unforgettable. The kind that reshapes your understanding of intimacy. But the next morning, she was gone. No text. No goodbye. Just gone. I spent weeks trying to make sense of it. I told myself I had misread everything. That maybe it hadn't meant anything to her. But now, here she was, my coach. Weeks passed, and Chelsea kept everything professional. No special treatment, no slip-ups. I didn't know whether to be relieved or furious. Until one evening after practice. The locker room was empty. I lingered behind, pretending to search for something in my bag. She shut the door. "Jackie, we need to talk." I froze. Slowly, I stood. "Now you want to talk?" "After 3 years." "I know," she said, her voice quieter now, stripped of command. I was a coward. I had just come out of a terrible divorce. I didn't know who I was anymore. "And you were 19. I shouldn't have let anything happen." "But you did," I replied, heat rising in my chest. "And then you disappeared like none of it mattered." "It mattered," she said. "Too much." "That's why I ran." My throat tightened. "So now what?" "We pretend it never happened." "I'm your coach," she said, her voice steadier again. "We can't. This isn't something we can act on." "Not now." I stepped closer, heart pounding. "There are always rules, aren't there? And you always follow them except that night." Her breath hitched. I saw the conflict in her eyes, the years of distance breaking apart like ice under pressure. "I never stopped thinking about you," she admitted, voice raw. "But I thought it was better for both of us if I stayed away." "You were wrong," I whispered. "Because I never stopped thinking about you either." We stood in silence, inches apart. Then, slowly, her hands found my waist, hesitant at first, then with a hunger that told the story of everything unsaid. Our kiss wasn't soft or polite. It was years of longing pressed into a single moment, wild, desperate, real. When we finally pulled apart, she exhaled shakily. 3 months. That's how long until the season ends. "And then?" I asked. A small smile cracked through the mask she wore so carefully. "Then I won't be your coach anymore." I felt the hope surge in my chest. "And there won't be any rules left to break."